Hey YouTube, coming at you with the viewer submitted team from Skeeton, featuring ARCTIBAX, Meta and Gligar. So it says catch up, and I can say this again. I thought I said this last time too, but maybe I forgot to say it. These battles were done in the Great League uh, last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever the Great League was on. I'm showcasing them now because one, I don't have any teams to showcase for you, so I'm just using Great League teams because these three Pokemon were available so that you could actually use this team in the cup. In the last one, I same thing. I posted one yesterday saying like the same thing. It's three Pokemon that you are available for the Great League, but the battles were done during the are available for Catch Cup, but all the battles were done during the Great League 2 weeks ago, and all the comments were like, "Why is Defense Deoxys in here?" It's like it's because these battles are done in the Great League. Anyways, so I have not. I went up against a couple ARCTIBAX. ARCTIBAX is one of those interesting ones where it's like having the Avalanche, having a Dragon with Avalanche is actually quite a strong combo. The only so the ice gives it nice coverage. The only problem that the ice also makes it weak to fighting. So like it just makes like Medicham just much harder to go against stuff like that. But it's a nice Pokemon. So I'm interested to see in action. Again, these are in the what's that say 2266 range. So I'll obviously comment on the on the quality here. Let's see if they were so immediately. Okay, immediately we're stopping. Immediately we're stopping here. The team itself is balanced, right? Overall, you have Gligar, which is weak to ice. I guess like Frostlass in the back is kind of gonna be an issue, but not enough that you need to try to pull it out. Um, I'm surprised that in a neutral matchup that you got out immediately because yes, ice is weak to fire, but dragon resists fire, so that is a neutral matchup. I think if you're gonna have something that is so strong like Mini and Gligar in the back, there's no real point of leaving a neutral matchup. So I'd probably stay in with that matchup if it was me. But it's okay. We are here against Arcanine, so they go Psychic Fangs and then they bail into Superior. Gonna get some Ice Punches off, having a little bit of energy advantage. This is good. Um, you can get another one off, grab a shield or flip switch. I would expect them to shield, and then you can decide what you want to do. They let it go, so you could just shield and farm down if you want. Could you live a frenzy from this range? Probably. You can live an air lace. So again, for those of you who don't, let me just pause it there because it's only like 15 minutes worth of battles and look at the statistics. I still think that a neutral frenzy plant does more to a Medi than a super effective aerial ace. So let me just put that in to PV Poke. First time I'll just take off aerial ace. So frenzy does 62 damage, 44%. So 62 damage, 44%, and aerial ace does 46 damage, 32%. And yeah, I've known that because you cannot take Medi out with two aerial aces, but you can take it out with two frenzy. So frenzy plant, even though it's only neutral, does way more to. And this, again, you didn't throw this, but this is just an FYI for those of you who are playing superior against Medi. The ideal is if you land a frenzy first because it does more damage, and then you can bait with aerial ace to take out the rest of the damage. But you need that one frenzy. So just FYI. So your opponent only getting to one move should have thrown the frenzy to take you out. But you keep switch. They come back in here. Could have got the move up, but it's what I don't know if it was like stuck in animation there. Yeah, so this is a neutral matchup. Could be Psychic Fangs. I'm not positive how. The only thing I would say about there is if you think that you're going to get to a second one, don't shield. If you think it's a Psychic Fangs, don't shield up the first one because it lowers your defense. It's just a wild charge, so that's nothing. And then Medi in the back. So this is good. Non-shadow. So it's kind of evenish. It takes two ice punches to take you out. You'll get two aerial aces before they get to two ice punches. And now the question is, do you want to shield and get the third one off? And I think you kind of have to. I think it's worth. I don't think they can counter you down 5 more here before you get to the next one. 1, 2, no, with these. Yeah, so being able just to get to the 5 aerial aces, 5 wing attacks to get to an aerial ace as opposed to 6 to get to the ice punch, it makes sense to stay in there and then get the Dragon Breath down. Okay, Ludicolo. So this is good. It's resisted. So bubbles, that's even better. I just go straight Dragon Claw immediately. Obviously, these are in the 2200 range, so unique Pokemon, you can live anything. You don't need to shield here. Probably just a bubble. Oh, Ice Beam. That's neutral because you're half dragon, but you can just all the way down. They get out into a Sod of Fire, but I didn't see what it was. Skeledirge. So yeah, this is probably the best. You're taking neutral whether you stayed in or not, right? ARCTIBAX is neutral because of half dragon, half ice. But this is fine. This move, Shadow Ball will hurt. It won't take you out, but yeah, it does do a decent amount. The Siren Voice. You can live. You don't need to double shield. You can live whatever they throw here. So just the Siren Voice, that's fine. Stop. Fast move timing. Stop right now. Go watch my fast move optimization video. Basically, what happened there was let's go to the full thing here. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1, if you want to throw there, you can throw 1 more wing attack because that was 6, so that's only 12, and they're on now going to 15. So you can throw 1 more wing attack there for starters, but you'll get a wing attack through if they decide to throw their charge move here. So that's fine. You shield up the first one. We do that, right? 1, 2, 3. That's fine. That's fine timing on both your parts. They just basically dumped twice. It's unlikely that they have a third move. You have to throw your fast moves and not let them get a 5-turn fast move through. 5-turn fast move worth of energy is insane amount. So fast move optimization timing says here, throw your 2 wing attacks to get 4 energy, and then throw your air lace, and then you'll take that 5th. You'll still get it off before they get to a charge move, right? Letting through 5 damage there is huge. So you could have done 2 wing attacks and then an aerial ace. And if you did that, you would have taken it out before. Not that it matters too much because they didn't get to move. Again, just fast move timing there. Don't throw it on 3. Instant swap. Yeah, I like this. I like that. Don't let them farm you down. I would also let the first one go. Even though, yeah, because at worst, like sort of the worst case scenario is, now I'd shield, yeah. The worst case scenario is they try to boost, right? They try to boost with Night Slash first and then go boost Night Slash and then go Hydro with a boosted Hydro. So just, if you're going to let the first one go, that's fine to make sure that they don't boost with the Night Slash. Okay, bad lead. So you got to get out here. I think Medi or Gligar are both fine save swaps. I would also throw right away. This helps burn the switch clock and does a super effective move. You can shield or not shield. You'll live. I don't mind shielding, but you can shield next time too. That's the sort of only drawback, and that's kind of why I would shield this. This is, you didn't totally play it wrong because you can live this. Why I would shield that scenario is, if Medi's staying in, they don't have an immediate hard answer to you. Ice Punch is super effective, double super effective because you are flying and ground. So my guess is that if they don't have an immediate response for you, a double super effective Ice Punch is probably going to be the hardest hitting move that you take this entire time, right? So if he's staying in that long and they took a move, I would probably shield that Ice Punch back because now you're just in farm down range. But if you shield it, you have a ton of health and you would get a bunch of moves off here. But you're going to get farm down. You get 1 move off. That's fine. I think you have to come in here. It's tricky, but I don't know if you can shield here. This is where it's a tricky situation. Obviously, Medi is the better answer here because you're doing super effective with counters and you're tankier that you take moves. You now have to come in and take super effective Dragon Breath and or Dragon Tails and Dragon Claws here because your ARCTIBAX is useless against Medi. Their Medi's kind of low though, so I don't love the fact that you're coming in here, taking super effective and gonna burn a shield because I just think you're setting yourself up for a loss in the end game here, right? You got a tanky Pokemon which has energy advantage. You'll get to a move, but like damage is done, and now if they have a move, you need to make a decision that this, yeah, okay, so that's a good catch. Let this go. But it just seems like if you're gonna sacrifice ARCTIBAX, sacrifice it. Don't like kind of do it halfway. And there's Licky as your, what's going to be a problem actually, because Licky wins it in the zeros at even health, even energy. And it's really close in the ones, and you're already really low now. So these body slams are going to come real quick, and I think that their Medi has health. And this is where second shield would have been useful, because now Medi's going to get to a body slam and win. Right? Yeah, I think you have to realize that your win condition is probably going to shield Medi in the back, as opposed to like coming in, shielding ARCTIBAX, still taking it down half health, and then getting taken out with the body slam here. Okay, neutral matchup. I don't know who gets to the move first. I'm assuming the same, right? Yeah, they're both. What am I talking about? They're both Dragon Breath users going to Dragon Claw. So you lose CMP. That's something. I think the shield is worth it to get this off, because I think you're both just gonna Dragon. Who's gonna win this? Did they get to move? No. So you went with like 1 HP. That is nice to keep switch. Now you get Gligar on this, so that's great. They swap into Carbink. Immediate switch here. Yeah, I kind of like that immediate switch. You can play it two ways. You can get like a, you know what? You could play it two ways. I think this is the right way to play it. Rock would be neutral on Gligar. It's resisted on Medi. The worst case scenario is that you actually farm and get a dig off, which is fine. But then by that time, they're going to have like 6 or 7 rock throws already, which makes them close to a Moonblast, which puts this matchup into a much trickier spot. So I actually like just the immediate switch there. See, this is where I kind of disagree with this one, because again, Ice Punch is double super effective, right? You got it. Rock Throw is neutral. Moonblast is neutral. Ice Punch is double super effective. You need to save. I think you're going to be okay, because I think you're going to be able, they may be able to rock throw you down at this point, actually, quite honestly. Because you have to throw and they can probably rock throw you down. You need to save that shield for the double super effective move. Take a neutral move from a non-attack heavy Pokemon and save it for, you win anyways, that's fine. But just in the future, save it for the double super effective move as opposed to the neutral move from a defense heavy Pokemon. Ninetales, ooh, okay. Okay. They should not have got out, right? Again, 2200 range, we'll let them go with that. You were taking neutral to ice because you are half dragon, half ice, so that neutralizes it. I think if they stayed in smartly, you couldn't stand because the Dragon Breath is resisted. I think you had to get out into your Medi. Your backline covers Ninetales fine. If it is an ice, is a powder snow met. If it's a powder snow Ninetales, you come Medi. If it's a charm Ninetales, you're double weak to charm. You come Gligar. That's how you play that matchup. I do not know why they got out. They got out into a counter user. You get this move up. I also think that you have two better answers in the back to this. Yeah, you have a fighter, you have a flyer, and you have a fighter, both doing super effective. This at least, you both resist the counter. You could farm up a little bit. I know you're coming in here just because it is an ice. It is an ice powder snow Ninetales, so just coming in here to just sacrifice it essentially. They are probably, the only thing I would say is they're probably weak to Flyer in the back, because this seems like an ABB team. The only reason they got out so fast, I don't know. You have to come meta here. Okay, there's a lot going on. Stop. Two things. One, it's probably an ABB team because there's really no reason you leave, unless, again, 2200, maybe they just don't know. There's no reason you leave Ninetales into Scrafty against an ARCTIBAX unless you're trying to draw it out like a Gligar or something so that Ninetales can punish and your other one can roam free. Maybe I'm overthinking the 2200 range. The second thing is you cannot come resisted Dragon Breath ARCTIBAX into an Ice Fairy resisting the Dragon Breath there, because you have no moves to throw at this. You need to come Medi, neutral counter, neutral psychic. So this just seems like you're setting yourself up for a huge fail here. Medi is the way to go. They burn moves, that's fine. Like, this just seems like a burnt Pokemon for no reason. Medi is going to do neutral with these counters. These powder snows are resisted. You have 2 shields. Start using them. Yeah, I would get this out of here 2 to save the shields and health if you can. And what is in the back? It is a... Okay, so they're not double weak to Gligar. But they are... This is going to be close because it's a wing attack. It's a wing attack Medi, which is doing super effective. Is it a wing attack? What is the fast move? I guess it's wing attack. You got shield 1. Will they get to the second move before you now, though? Yes, they go back to back there. And having the flying fast move just cost you that game. So you're weak here, so you got a Gligar as your safe swap, which is fine. You can take a Body Slam. You don't need to shield this. Although these Body Slams will come furious if they stay in here. Ferrothorn, okay. You got to work on your fast move timing. Go look up that video that I put out. Fast move optimization, fast move timing, fast move optimization. Both moves are neutral. Aerial Ace, Dig are both neutral, so throwing either is fine. Dig is obviously the better move, but you got one off and then Aerial Ace is fine. This will be neutral. This will probably take you out. ARCTIBAX is the way to... Yeah, I guess you can come in here. I guess Dragon Breath is resisted. I was just thinking that like ARCTIBAX can take everything. Because now... this is going to be tough. I think you almost needed to shield that Surf. Because isn't your... What was on the lead? Wasn't your ARCTIBAX useless on the lead? Good catch. I forgot what the lead was. Because Vigoroth, right? The Vigoroth lead. So why I would have shielded the Surf is because that's going to do a lot of damage. And now, I mean, you're going to have to just start shielding Body Slams anyways here, because they are now going to smartly load up to like 2.5 Body Slams here. You got to shield both. What does more, a Body Slam on Vigoroth or Surf from Lantern is the question. Shield up whatever one you think would have been better, more damage. But you got to kind of farm down at this point. It's your only win condition. Can you get to 2 Ice Punches? Okay. Frostlass, neutral matchup. Stay in here because you don't really have anything better. I would shield. I think you have to shield here because you're just going to set yourself up for failure in the back if you don't. You really cannot let this Frostlass see your back line. So I'm shielding everything and trying to take this down to the 2 shield if I need to. CMP again, I don't care. I'm shielding. Because now it's... Okay, you live, that's okay. I was going to say, if you didn't live, that was a mistake, but you live with 1 HP. Going down to shield here is okay. I mean, if they decide to do that, that's fine. Medi is obviously your answer here. These Hydros still come pretty quick, though. You're not even going to fake... the one thing I would say is get up to a Psychic to at least fake it. Earthquake is also not the play. Double Hydro is the play. 1 Earthquake does not take out. Hydro does about between the mud shots and the hydro, 50%. So 2 hydros is the way to go. You can shield and farm down. Or you could have just done wing attack down, but depends what you think is best. I think either are fine. You have energy. Pelipper, double water in the back. This game's over. Not much you can do about Pelipper in the back. The fact that they have Frostlass and Pelipper on this team, and you couldn't line your ARCTIBAX on their Swampert, like, this is kind of doomed from the start. They're gonna just get to a move or wing attack you down before you even get to it. I think they'll wing attack you down. Yeah, that'll register. Okay, good lead. That was fast, so it's just a mud bomb. If it's an Aquatail, they're really dumb. Okay, they're really dumb. Yeah, Aquatail's resisted because of the dragon. Again, 2200 range, so I'm not gonna give them too much. But yeah, if they're just making obvious they're going Aquatails, you just take this. If it's a Stone Edge, yeah, you shield, because that is super effective on the ice. So with that, taking the Aquatail and shielding the Stone Edge, it makes us very comfortable for you. I'm pretty sure that's just an Aquatail. So you can just let that go, Dragon Breath down, keep switch, have energy. This is looking pretty good, because again, unless it's a Frostlass in the back, oh my god, it's a Charger Bug. So this is great for you. You're just going to do chip. Though eventually you have to throw here, let it go. Gligar, easy come in here for the Gligar. Just take the resisted moves. You could even like farm up a bit in this, because these moves do absolutely nothing to you. So you don't really need to throw the aerial ace right away. I would probably farm up a bit more here. Yeah, 100%. Easily farm up there, come out with energy. Clodsire. So it's a poison. So yeah, this game's over because it's Clodsire. So there's nothing that Clodsire can even do against Gligar. Coming in here right away is probably the right. Well, no, you had. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You had Dig, right? I think getting Medi into this matchup in an as neutral situation as you can is probably, like, energy is probably the right play. Like, the Medi Clodsire one is already so close as it is. Giving it a bunch of energy advantage to get to those earthquakes probably isn't the best idea. I mean, it doesn't matter because you had a Gligar, but otherwise, yeah. So a few things. I think you just need to know. I know you didn't ask for analysis, but that's just comes with a submission nowadays. If you are gonna run ARCTIBAX and stuff like that, you need to know your matchups, right? Like when you came into the A9 matchup, you're just like drawing dead, right? You have Dragon Breath and Ice on a Fairy Ice. You have nothing to throw there. Your fast move timing, you need to fix that a lot. A lot of the 2-3, 3-2 matchups there, you're throwing right on CMP. And then that Skeletor's getting through there. Just maximize your wing attack, especially on those like 5-turn moves. The team itself, I don't mind. Again, it has double weak to Charm, double weak to Ice, and Frostlass in the back. But overall, it's still somewhat balanced, so it's not bad. Anyways, thank you for the submission. Again, these battles were done in the Great League 2 weeks ago, but I'm showcasing them because all 3 of these Pokemon were available this season that you could use this team if you would like. Anyways, that is it. If you have any submissions, link in the description. I saw a couple submissions, but they were only 5 matches. I can't really showcase 5 matches because usually I showcase like 8 to 10. 5 matches is going to be like a 6-minute video. So 8 to 10 matches, mix of win and losses. If you want me to actually showcase more losses then. But if you just want me to like showcase plus some critiques, then mix of win and losses is fine. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.